She stood before the mirror, her head angled gently as she secured her earrings with a serene, deliberate elegance. Each gesture was fluid, unhurried, as though she were simply readying herself for a casual night out. I lounged on the nearby couch, bending forward to knot the laces of my sneakers, my thoughts wandering to the evening I had pictured. I envisioned us enjoying a tranquil dinner, swapping tales from the past week, and carving out a moment of calm amid the whirlwind of our everyday routines. But that dream shattered with a single, unshakable declaration from her. In a voice so steady it bordered on nonchalant, she said, "I'm heading out with someone tonight." Her statement landed with the ease of someone mentioning a quick trip to the market. For a brief moment, I wondered if I'd misheard. 3 years of our intertwined lives, late-night movie binges, spontaneous weekend escapes, nursing each other through fevers and fiery disputes, evaporated in that one composed sentence. My voice faltered as I managed. "What did you just say?" Disbelief overshadowed any spark of anger. Through the mirror's reflection, her eyes met mine, her face as impassive as if she were commenting on the forecast. "I'm going on a date," she clarified, her shoulders giving a slight, indifferent shrug. That subtle gesture, so carelessly dismissive, hit me harder than her words. It wasn't merely the revelation. It was the effortless way she swept aside our shared past, as if brushing dust from her sleeve. In that instant, something inside me shifted forever. I rose deliberately, reaching for my keys on the table with measured calm. She glanced over her shoulder, a faint smile playing on her lips, perhaps expecting me to crumble, to plead desperately for her to reconsider. Maybe she relished the thought of holding that final thread of control. But instead, I met the gaze of the woman I once imagined a lifetime with and said softly, "That's fine because I've been meaning to share. I've started seeing someone else too." Her face drained of color, the smile vanishing as if it had never been. Her brows lifted, her mouth opened, but no words came at first. For once, her usual quick wit deserted her. I caught it, the fleeting glint of panic, the way her fingers clenched her purse. "You're lying," she said, her voice trembling, stripped of its usual assurance. I shook my head slowly. "No lies. I've met someone. Someone who truly listens, who doesn't tune me out while I'm bearing my soul." I hadn't strayed before that moment, but I let my words hang in the air, heavy with intent before adding, "I didn't want to hurt you. Clearly, you didn't share that concern." With that, I moved toward the door. I lingered for a moment, giving her a chance to speak, to offer any response. But she stood silent, her lips slightly parted, as if words had abandoned her. For the first time, I saw she wasn't as ready to let go as she'd pretended. I stepped outside, the door closing with a gentle click. No dramatic slam, no theatrical flourish, just a quiet goodbye to the life we'd once built together. I didn't reach out to her. I didn't block her contact. I didn't scroll through her social media for clues. I let the silence stretch between us, letting her feel the weight of losing her grip on the situation. Days melted into a week, and then my phone lit up with a single word from her. I stared at the screen, an unfamiliar emptiness settling in my chest. What was left to say? She had cracked something deep within me. And though I was beginning to heal, it would never be the same. The part of me that once would have chased after her had grown quiet. I left her message unanswered, letting it fade like an echo I no longer needed to hear. Life moved on. I began spending time with the other woman, approaching it with care, letting things develop naturally. She wasn't a storm or a blaze. She was steady, thoughtful, someone who listened without turning every moment into a stage for herself. Her quiet sincerity was a rare treasure. The more time I spent with her, the more I wondered why I'd stayed so long in a relationship where I always walked on eggshells, fearing I'd shatter something delicate. Sometimes, in the stillness of late nights, I think back to that defining moment. Her words, tossed out so carelessly, unaware they would change everything. I wonder if she ever regretted it, if she even went on that date. Perhaps she did, and it unraveled. Or maybe she sat alone, replaying my response in her mind, realizing she wasn't the only one who could walk away with her dignity intact.